Hey everyone, welcome back to ChippyGaming. So you join me once again in Terraria 1.4.4 for something very exciting. Maybe once the update dropped, a lot of you reached out and said you had potentially found a new boss in the update, but a lot of you weren't exactly sure how to summon it in. So what people found is that these summons have been updated and they now say part of a set. Well, as you can see here, they are part of a set for a new item called Okram's Razor. Summons question mark, question mark, question mark with the title, You Shouldn't Really. Now, I'll say straight up, I don't think for a second that Realogic have added back in Okram. They meme about this boss way too much. If anything, or maybe this could be like Realogic's take on Okram, you know? Like, how do we re-implement it and remix it? But a straight re-implementation? I don't believe it. But we are going to craft it and we are going to check it out. So for a little bit of context here, we are playing on the Everything Seed because from your comments, if you try and maybe use this item or maybe even craft it in a normal world, it doesn't work. And it says something like, not for this world or something. So I feel like you have to be on this seed to use it. So I'm just going to level with you straight up because this is the Everything Seed and we are playing on Master and it is a combination of 3 mechanical summons. If this is a boss, it's very unlikely that I'm going to be able to beat it. So I might need to progress in my adventure, get some hallowed armor, and then try again. But let's do first reactions because I just want to see it, all right? Did they re-add Okram? There's no way. Let me get some summons in. And... get out. What on earth is that? What is that? Mechdusa. Mechdusa. Red. Red, red, red. What is that? So, yeah. It's a bit of a troll. That's what I'm getting. I can't unsee where they placed the twins' eyes. I can't unsee it. Like, where do you even fight that? Like, in the Everything Seed, for a little bit of context. Spoilers, obviously. But, like, you can't do it up here. And it's not like you're going to do it down there. What? What was that? What was that? I've got to at least try it. I've got a small arena. Maybe we can give it a go. All right. So in the name of Mechdusa Science, I have generated a brand new world. So this world is actually expert, which essentially makes it a master world. And my character is spec'd around the pumpkin moon. I don't really know when Mechdusa is meant to be fought, but based on that first impression, I'm thinking it's probably post Moon Lord. Like, that's the truth of it. That thing looked wild. So we'll give it a go. We'll see how we get on. Maybe we're under-leveled. Maybe we're not. Mechdusa time. Okay, that's good to know. So I've summoned this in a brand new world that isn't even in hard mode. Wow. Okay, the destroyer part is chunky and very giant. I don't even know what I'm fighting here. Like, what is this? I do feel like maybe we've nailed the right point in progression now. Like, this seems about right, but I'm not exactly sure. Those probes placed like that, very sus, I gotta say. Very sus, but very interesting all at the same time. So it looks like the destroyer part of the fight is about halfway done. But in terms of health and all that, we don't look super hot. You know what I mean? Okay, I've got to be careful. I don't want to fly this too high because gravity is quite low. And with the low gravity, it's not ideal. I think this is maybe the way to go. So this is completely on the surface. Now, the benefit of this being pre-hard mode is the enemies on the surface are not too bad. Because if we did this in hard mode, I mean, it would be the same fight, but it's not perfect. Right, so one thing is dead. So I'll let the Terraria veterans and the pros make their own assessment then on when they think this fight should be fought. Maybe it is. Maybe I have overspec'd a little bit. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But we're still alive, and that's a good thing. So I'm trying to think, if you were a summoner and you didn't do this at Moonlord, you would probably be using the twins, maybe some hallowed summoning armor. Okay, interesting. So we just picked up a destroyer relic and the destroyer bag. So this is like, hey, do you want to do all of the mech bosses all at once? Well, this is it. This is it. Interesting. So our ravens are making very nice work of this fight. They are indeed. Okay, let's work on slaying the head. That skull's looking kind of low. It's looking kind of low. Let's see if we can break it. There we go. So now it just becomes the twins. And it's also for the Worthy twins as well, which are the smaller variant. Right, I want to mainly focus on Retinator so that I can pop one. All right, let's see if we can pop a second one. And we'll see if there's any reward. I've got a feeling there probably isn't a reward for this. Or maybe there is. I don't know. Ah, okay. So there is a reward. Interesting. So you do get all of the mech bags throughout the fight. And we also got the Forceful Waffles Iron. It's waffle. Get out. Are you serious? That's ace. So it's waffling time. It's kind of a double meaning, right? You know, my favorite part of Terraria is when Red said it's waffling time. You know, I feel like we can all agree with that. But then also, Waffle Time, the YouTuber. Why did I trash it? Sorry, Waffle Time. I apologize. I was holding control. Okay. So it fires waffles. That is beautiful. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. I love it. Right, so I wanted to do a refight of Mechdusa. This time, I've actually respec'd the character to hallowed armor and also the optic staff just to see if we can get a better idea of when you're actually meant to face off against Mechdusa. Because this is a challenge which I feel like all Terrarians need to check out now. Right, let's give it a refight. I'll let you know how it goes. So I will say, without the better movement accessories like the Master Ninja gear and the spooky wings, actually avoiding the boss is a lot different. But in terms of damage and health and all that, we are still holding our own. Right, so we didn't do nearly as well then. So I feel like maybe swapping up the summons. For example, around this point, you could get the Sanguine Staff. I feel like the Sanguine Staff would do you a lot better than the Optic Staff. Right, so I want to hear from you lot in the comment section. What do you think of Mechdusa? Is it the true spiritual sequel to Okram? Okay, maybe not, but I don't know. I love it. And I love the fact that it's locked to this one secret seed, because already this seed is very special, and this makes it even more special. And also, final thing of today, have you checked out Waffle Time? Great YouTuber. I'll leave a link to them in the description. Right, that's it for today. See you in the next one. Peace.